Toy Story 1, is it really that good? Let's get into it and find out. I've probably seen this film more times than you've had hot dinners, but is that just nostalgia? Is it just me as a kid thinking it's good, or maybe it's not? This is the first of me going through all of the Pixar films. Yes, you heard that right. Every single one. I'm going to find out if they're that good. There's the goated intro. Pixar. That's a good point. When you think of Pixar, yeah, obviously Toy Story is the #1 film that you think of most likely. But also, like, think about the characters in it. They're actually goated. Like Slinky, like, come on, man. There's Rex. That's what I mean. All these characters are just top notch. Like, as like side characters, whoever created them must be sitting there proper chuffed, being like, I'm that guy. I'm that guy when it comes to creating characters. Got a friend in me. As a song goes, it's another good point. Look, I'm going to try and critique it as well as I can. There's going to be some bad points, but there's probably going to be a lot of good. Drop a sub if you haven't done so already. Leave a comment down below of what you think it's going to end up being overall, good or bad. It's quite weird when you think about it. I've watched this many times, of course, as a kid as well. Like, I hope to watch it with my kids in the future and things like that and show them it. Imagine when it first came out, like Pixar released Toy Story. Like, do you think it would have... I know obviously it got a lot of critical acclaim and all that stuff, but do you think people were watching it back then being like, this is a load of rubbish, not knowing that it was going to get onto Toy Story 4, eventually Toy Story 5 in 2026 as well? Do you think anyone predicted it to be the size that it got to back then? I don't know. Think of all the racket that would have been going on, though. They'd hear the floorboards going crazy upstairs, thinking, should we go check that? See, like, they would be caught. Like, Rex is actually a great character. He's a T-Rex, but he's insecure and he's scared and stuff. Talking of good characters. Hell yeah. Bo Peep made you feel a certain sort of way. This is the adult jokes that they drop with them too. It is, Pixar just does that. It supplies for the kids watching, but then also gives you a little joke for the adults watching as well. So you can watch it for your whole life.
Hey, come on, Potato Head. If Woody says it's all right, then, well, darn it, it's good enough for me. Woody,
again, I completely forgot all of these. He's talking out his ass, man. He's talking out his ass.
Okay, come on, kids. Everyone in the living room. It's almost time for
Don't know how those binoculars work. Not gonna lie, there is no hole in the other end. That's just taking me out of the film a little bit there. Bad point.
Got Cool Ranch and barbecue.
That is just... We just saw a murder. We just saw that army figure die. He's been crushed. It's quite graphic. Bad point.
There they are.
Andy's got some good friends, by the way. Who got that many big presents from their mates back in the day? Not me.
What is it?
See what I mean? As much as they're good characters sometimes, they are stupid. But yeah, some of it's infuriating, especially Rex, actually. Rex can be really, really annoying.
Have you been replaced?
Nah, it's such a cool element. Have you been replaced? The upgrade, someone's got something better. Pretty well my insecurities come from actually watching this film. Like that, the toys are just so scared of being replaced by someone better than them all the time. So maybe that's where I got that from. Yeah, maybe that's bad point. That's bad point. Maybe people are internalizing some of the characters for themselves.
Oh, impressive wingspan. Very good.
Oh, what?
There's a little innuendo here, I feel like, with Woody and Buzz. Like, Buzz has got the bigger wings, you know.
To infinity and beyond.
And they just have some goated lines. Is his eyes closed the whole time? Yeah, he had no clue what he's doing. This whole time, yeah, when I was younger, I thought he was like popping off, jumping here, jumping there, going on that. But he genuinely does think he's flying because he's got his eyes closed. The idiot.
I found my moving buddy.
Thank
Oh, you absolute piece of work, little Bo Peep. You've just left my guy Woody like that because you saw someone do a few flips. Look at her. She is absolutely flustered.
It's Sid.
Oh, the iconic villain. Is Sid a top 10 Pixar villain? I'll be doing a flop 10 video very, very soon on the top 10 villains in Pixar. Is he going to make it? Is he going to make it?
Sid.
When you take it as it is, yeah, he's just playing with his toys and blowing them up. Kind of weird anyway, but he can do that. He doesn't know that they're actually sentient beings, you know what I mean? So it makes it 10 times worse for a kid's film. Like, why do the toys have an agreement that they just can't move and show the humans that they're real? Do you know what I mean? Why? But realistically, the toys could just move, save its life, just move. Like, why? We've just seen a toy be murdered that is sentient. We've seen a sentient being be murdered in the first 30 minutes of a Pixar film. Like, why are the toys not moving? They'd actually just be more enjoyable if the toys were actually, like, the kids would love them more. I think that's actually a big bad point. Can you? No one can answer the question. Why don't the toys just move? If we live in a world where the toys are sentient, why can't they just be sentient and just? Why they got to play dead? Like, why they got to play like? Do you know what I mean? Why? We just saw a toy get blown up to smithereens, and now we're about to watch a murder attempt. We are watching a literal murder attempt. Oh my, so dramatic. It's actually peak though. He's that jealous that he's opted to try and kill Buzz. Dong. Oh, they got the Star Wars noise. I never knew that. That noise is in pretty much every film. The stormtrooper, wow, when they fall.
Andy,
A noose. There's so much murder in this film. It's literally been on for about 30 minutes and I've seen 3 murders references for a kid's film. A noose. That wouldn't be allowed in 2025. And now Buzz is trying to kill Woody. This is just so much more aggressive than I thought it would be. Why is the street so empty? Why is there no one about at a petrol station or a gas station for you Americans? Why? They should have been spotted. They should have been seen again. And low key, they're getting away with it a lot.
Talk to me about importance. Because of you, the security of this entire universe is in jeopardy. What? What are you talking about?
No, I'm not gonna lie. I've been Woody before in that situation to some degree, where I'm just talking to someone who doesn't have a clue what they're on. Like that. What was? I felt that. I felt that big time. What are you on about? You idiot. Many times, especially in stream as well. Can't you come through and not be one of those people? Links in the bio. Floppylegss 2S's. Come join us. Safety first.
Safety.
We like that. We like that. There wasn't as much safety for Woody at the back. I remember this. Another murder. Woody's been going through it, man. He almost had his head taken off. He's been threatened to be hung on a noose. He's been squished by a big box. This is mental, how much stuff's going on in this film.
What a spaceport. Good work, Woody.
I do really like how they it's just an arcade or what have you, but they've created this sort of new world because we're seeing it from their perspective as the toy, or more Buzz's perspective, which I really like as well. So that's another great point. These are goated characters.
I am Buzz Lightyear. I come in peace.
It's the same as Buzz. They truly think they are, aliens on a planet. They look up to the claw. Like, again, I like that.
Who's in charge here?
The claw to infinity and beyond. There's a snake in my boot. Like, they just managed to just hit the nail on the head for all of those like titles, those catchphrases.
Let's go home and play.
You sicko. Absolute sicko. They managed to make a 10-year-old so sadistic. it's some feat from Pixar. As I said, the characters keep getting better. So these are toys that they had the creativity to just make. Do you know what I mean? The other ones, they made these characters based on toys that they would have seen, but now they had to use their imagination. And boy, did they use their imagination to make some creepy ass toys. Why are they comfortable to move in front of animals and stuff, but they're not humans? I generally that's actually such a good question. Why do the toys pretend to be dead or just play as a toy with the humans? They have every reason to just act normal.
Of such atrocities.
Oh, Slink.
It's a good message in life, guys, man. Your friends and your boys might give up on you and turn their back on you, but your dog never will. Everyone talks about Toy Story 2, Jesse's song. This scene is actually it's not as emotional, but it's a sad scene, man. It's a good song. No, they can't feel pain. Toys can't feel pain. Because I think I'd be screaming in that scenario. My arm.
Let's get you out of here, Buzz.
Don't you get it? You see
Again, this is like a little fun element for the adults, I guess, watching. Obviously, he's playing drunk, but they're only drinking tea.
Buzz?
Extremely dangerous.
Why is a
Keep
10-year-old
out of reach
deep
of
it?
children.
How old is he? Is he 10? I mean, like 10, 12 max, yeah. And his mum's just saying, yeah. And the dad's just this very negligent, actually. It's quite deep. The dad's just there asleep midday watching TV. If Andy's mum could see him right now, she'd be absolutely flipping her shit. But it's actually interesting to see the comparison of the two households. They're both a brother and a sister. And like Andy's family are all like light colours and all like happiness and, seem like they're good. He's living a good childhood. Whereas Sid's dark and gloomy and, well, it's quite a good comparison, to be fair. Is that... What's that on his chin? Is that like just one hair? What's that supposed to be on Buzz's chin? I've never deeped that. Is that supposed to be like a beard hair?
We're going to have to break a few rules. But if it works...
See, like, yeah, we're going to have to break a few rules, but we know what's going to happen. Is that like is there like a written toy rule book? They have to play dead. That would mess you up. I'm not gonna lie. They're saving Buzz's life, but this quite literally would have put him in an insane asylum. Do you know what I mean? This would have put him in an insane asylum. But he was probably already on that path when you look at all these toys. Literally no human being would believe him. Not one human being in the world would believe him. And he's seen things like, it's actually quite peak. Why is Buzz so rapid? He's moving like Captain America. When you deep it, actually, these toys are running the same speed as a fast moving car. Again, main road, almost a main road. Not one person seeing any of this happening. It's a good ending, to be fair. He got flung about. Look, yeah, look, there's literal cars. There's literal cars moving behind the van. Someone behind would see all these toys moving about in the back of a van. In all my 25 years of seeing this film, you've just witnessed that. That person driving that car is probably the only person, as well as Sid, in the world that knows toys can talk and move about. Look, her perspective must be crazy. She must be absolutely shocked. It's actually such a good film. I'm unironically enjoying this.
Hey, Buzz! You're flying!
This isn't flying.
This is falling with
falling,
style.
Chris.
Infinity and Beyond, there's so many lines, man.
Oh!
Oh my.
Say, isn't that mistletoe?
Oh my. Woody got some. Ding.
Worried, are you?
Me? No.
It's full circle.
No.
He's living the life of a toy now, in constant fear of rejection. He's in constant fear of rejection and being left for a better toy. What a life. That is a great ending, to be fair. And then the goated song to end on. So there you have it, Toy Story. Is it really that good? I can reveal there were more good points, of course. It's an amazing film. It's a cult classic and it stands the test of time. Like, actually, like, it fully does. The characters are fantastic in it. The character arcs are really good. And then, you know, some darker themes as well in a kid's film. Pixar do it really well with the adult jokes as well. Of course, it's a great film. Thank you for coming through to another Floppylegss YouTube video. Make sure you drop a sub if you're not subbed already and click the link in the bio and check out other content. But thanks for coming on through and I'll see you when I see you.